Throughout February, KPRC2 is focused on celebrating culture and achievements of Black Americans in honor of Black History Month. This morning, we're talking about the legacy of iconic actress Hattie McDaniel. She was the first Black American to ever win an Oscar for her role in Gone with the Wind back in 1939. National best-selling author ReShonda Tate is joining us to talk about her new novel, which is a fictional portrayal of Hattie McDaniel in The Queen of Sugar Hill. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming back. Welcome back to your old stomping grounds.
Good morning. It's been a minute since I've been here.
Yes. First time in the new building.
It is, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, we're so happy to have you here with us. I know this is really exciting for you. Tell us all about this new novel and what people can expect as, you know, they pick a copy up for themselves.
Yes. You know, The Queen of Sugar Hill looks at Hattie McDaniel, as you said, the first Black to win an Oscar. And, the first time I saw her in Gone with the Wind, I hated it. I hated the movie. I hated her portrayal because I really didn't understand her. And it was my grandmother who made me take off my 21st century lens and look at her in the times. And I had a new appreciation for her.
Talk us through that new appreciation. Was it upon watching it for the second time? Where did that come into play?
It's taking off that lens because you look at it, and a lot of times, especially people of color, they're like, okay, I don't like the stereotypical portrayal, but it was 1939. What else was she expected to play? And that's what my grandmother said. She said, should she play Cary Grant's love interest?
Perspective, right? Yeah.
And once you did that, I was able to really appreciate who she was as a legend.
What she was doing,
yes,
and
absolutely.
how she was paving the way for so many. Talk to us about, I know you're known for mainstream fiction novels. Explain to us why you chose this historical fiction for your latest novel.
I always had this affinity for Hattie McDaniel once my grandmother shifted my thinking. But over the years, I was a journalist by trade, so I felt like doing historical fiction was too much work.
Yeah.
It felt like work. But now what I found is I'm able to lay the foundation with facts, which is my journalism skills. And then I'm able to fill in the blanks with fiction, which is my novelist side. So it's a merging of two worlds.
Yeah, combining your two passions.
Yes.
That is really remarkable that you're able to do that and still love doing it. I know you referred to McDaniel as one of Hollywood's most prolific but woefully underappreciated stars. Why? And what did you learn about her to support that?
There's so much I learned. I didn't know she was behind ending restrictive covenants. Because of Hattie McDaniel, we can live wherever we want in the country. And so she was crucial in getting rid of those. And I didn't know that. And I'm wondering, why did I not know that? I was just marveled at her friendship. She was good friends with Clark Gable, Betty Davis, Dorothy Dandridge. So I learned so much, and I was able to really appreciate her. And I'm hoping that others will too now.
Yeah. I love the cover. I know you're never supposed to judge a book by its cover, but the cover is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, I don't know. But then my agent and my editor explained, it's really a moving cover. It's all about moving forward, and that's what she did. She was hated by Black people and hated by white people, and she was really trying to just act and do.
That's when you know you made it, right?
Right. when you can try to find a way to fit in.
Yeah.
But she persevered in spite of, and I love being able to tell her story.
The meaning behind the title.
The Sugar Hill is the neighborhood where she moved in, a mansion that she moved into, and she was sued by her neighbors. They wanted her out because she was Black, and they took that case. Well, she won the case, and it went all the way to the Supreme Court. It was the impetus for getting rid of those restrictive covenants.
Amazing.
And so because she was the one behind that, that's where the title came
Truly
from.
Amazing. I know you're on a book tour right now.
Yes.
For people interested in participating. Where can they go to learn more?
Yes, so my website is ReShondaTate.com. I'm having an event tonight at the El Dorado Ballroom, and then another event this weekend. The one tonight is a big, extravagant, old Hollywood affair, and I'm really excited about it. But details can be found at ReShondaTate.com.
Oh, I love that, and I love that you were able to stop by this morning to kick off our coverage. This is just an important month, important coverage, and so we're happy to have the conversation, and we're happy to have you participate. Before you go, I want to ask you, when people pick up a copy, what do you want them to be able to take away from this book?
I want them to walk away with an appreciation that they didn't have before, especially with the cancellation in 2020, where they were like, cancel Gone with the Wind. And I was among those. I was like, we don't need to see that. But that's a cancellation of our history. And I want to reframe thoughts, the thought process on that.
And I know that can be a tough conversation to have right now. It's one that's extremely emotional and polarizing for so many people to participate and to try to see the other side.
Right. And that's what I'm hoping. I did an event in Winston-Salem last weekend, and I was amazed at the dialogue that came from it. And that's really what I want. I want to get people talking. And it's a movie that some people have gotten to the point where they're ashamed to say that they enjoyed it. So really just to get folks talking and thinking.
We so much appreciate your time. Thank you, ReShonda, for stopping by.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you.